Shagalak, everybody, and welcome back to Goji Island for this wonderful episode, this wonderful Friday. The sun is shining in Sweden and Bawambaa is in a really, really good mood. And I hope you guys are as well. And once again, welcome today. Today we are completing a bit of a huge area, actually almost the only empty area left on the main island, and after this we will have these two outside islands to take care of, which are going to be not as much buildings on. There are going to be, well, we'll see about that in the upcoming episodes, but today we are doing this area, and this area is the area that at the front of the beach we have the downtown area and the downtown core and all like high rises and bigger residential buildings, and further back, the furthest back in the island, or what you say, is the like rurally jungly living areas and stuff. And on this side of this part of what we're doing today, I tried to make, and I imagine it is like the more family-friendly area of the island. There are not any nightclubs in that kind of way. It's more of some normal shops, a lot of grocery shops, and we have some car dealership and nice parks and some school education and a little different kind of stuff, a more cozy neighborhood for the families to live in with the children and kids and that kind of stuff. But here on the screen right now I'm trying to make somewhat a paintball course, a small one. We plopped down this Silver City event hall, which you not see in the screen right now, but it's this is at the backside of that building, and I think that inside there you might have some cool things, might have some climbing walls, maybe a little skate park or some other cool stuff, and in the backside you can go out and also play paintball or that kind of thing. And as you can see, we have plopped down some normal grocery stores and two car dealership. It's the Chevrolet and the Audi, no Toyota or Ford. Could it be also, I think, maybe. And I'm also filling out some areas with vegetation, and I think it was kind of cozy that the paintball course was this kind of small and put like inside the woods, but right beside the highway, and it's like in the middle of the city. But I think it turned out pretty cool. And we're gonna do this little downtown area here, and then we're gonna do a quite huge expansion when it comes to housing, and decided to go kind of easy on the housing, make it just normal, easy living, you know, a lot of tight vegetation as well, because I wanted the houses to really glue together with all nice vegetation. And I didn't contain all the house plopping and the vegetation plopping in the time lapse, because that would have made the time lapse very long and really, really boring. So you're gonna notice that I have a cut and then I will contain some parts of the tree placing and plopping and stuff, and you will see what I'm talking about. And here I'm using decals, a lot of different decals, dirt decals, and different trash and assets props to make it look like a little backyard of this gas station, which some trash and that kind of stuff and junk and stuff. And we also going to plop down an IKEA right there. You know, I'm Swedish, so I have to plop down an IKEA in the city as well. And here I just move it to copy some parking lots that I've done, so I don't have to do them again. It makes the workflow really nice and a lot easier. And this parking lot is kind of boring. It's just very big, but I believe that like in IKEA here in Sweden, the parking lot is kind of boring, just big fucking planes of concrete and a lot of spaces to park your car in. So I kind of keep it that simple, not too fancy. And here I'm starting to build this little plaza, shopping plaza, or something like that. I'm gonna end up changing these buildings in just a second here. But here I wanted to do like some nice shops, and in the middle of it like a plaza, a park, and then we are going to plop down a stage as well. And I imagine like that stage is always there, maybe. And I really like this Lego store. I didn't knew I had it actually until when I built this. It looks really cool, you know. And I want, in this neighborhood, I want everything to look family friendly, you know. You know what I mean? Family friendly, that's a popular thing on YouTube nowadays, so I thought it would fit. But anyways, plop down some store I haven't used yet, like this cosmetic store, which looks really awesome. I believe I might have used some of the stores before as well, but and here I'm fencing off the drive-through, so it makes a little more sense. And this little post office, and here I like hide it in a fire station, and I think it fitted very well with the shapes and stuff, so I ended up leaving it there, a small fire station to take care of the fires that might occur in this little town, which will be called Boom Town. Here I'm filling out like some areas with some trashy stuff to make them not just plain old, some interesting stuff. And here I'm placing down the school, and I use these two assets and just position them that way to make it look like they belong together. And I think they had like the similar shapes and it went very cool together. And we can fit some tennis courts and some basketball courts as well on the backside. Doing some road layout here. This episode is a little jumpy, as you can see. Now we are back at the IKEA and doing this backlot a little more interesting than just plain. And I'm not going crazy with like detailing here and stuff because everything it's quite simple in this town. You know what I'm talking about, who's been following this series for some times. But I really liked it, and as I said, there's going to be a lot of vegetation, and that's going to be like the main theme for the town as well. A little jungly town of some kind, maybe. Anyways, here I'm starting off this plaza, as to say, and use the cobblestone to make the shape, the ground, basic shape of it. And here, this is the place where we're gonna plop down this stage as well. And then I use this wall rock to like fence off the walking path, make things looks a little more interesting than just plain concrete in some way. Sorry about that. Here you can see placing down this stage, and as I think Sinomad said in like the last episode, we need a place for the FC Goji football team to come on stage and celebrate when they win like a big tournament, the biggest ever. And this is the place where they want to come. They go on stage, and then we can drink a lot of beers and have a fucking awesome time. But anyways, in this park, I did think a little about how I'm gonna do this, but I ended up placing some palms at the side of it, and then use some smaller cluster of bushes and stuff to just take part of that area, as you can see. I don't really find, and then like detailing it off with some flowers and stuff. And I think this area turned out pretty cool. I should have placed down some grass decals as well, and I think I mostly like forgot to do it, but we'll take care of that in the future. And I'm just starting to go crazy with the dirt decals to make the concrete just pop a little bit more and look a little more interesting, a little more ruined down. It has probably not been changed for a while, so and use those avenue thingy lights that hangs over the area. Fit very, very cool actually. And here I'm doing some more road layouts for the housing that will come later on in this episode. And we're going to finish up this whole area with things, but as I said, all all work is not contained in the time lapse, but you will get a great overview later on how things look. And I use the American eclectic houses here as well, as we've been using throughout the Goji island, and I think they fit in for being these normal family houses, and yeah, so I decided to continue with them in this episode as well. Whoa, sorry. I'm still a little bit thick now. We're going to plop down some bigger residential as well, like apartment buildings for maybe those who doesn't have quite as much money to buy a new house, and you can see me doing that here. And it's going to be quite a big huge bit of expansion and building today, and we're going to detail some stuff, and in the end there will be no live part for some different reasons. Don't have really something to do right now, and the highest risk is the FPS isn't so fun to play with right now. It's bearable to like work in, it's no problem, but to do live parts and stuff, it's almost not bearable, not in this area particularly. But anyways, I'm going to shut up for now, and I hope that you will have... No, I'm going to tell you what this is first, before you might be wondering if this is like a driving license course or something. This is like, we have these car dealerships, and this is if you want to try out your car for some reason. So just like a big plain area of concrete, some cones to like try out steering and stuff, I guess. So this is just, you can take your car out and go crazy with it when you test. Maybe not go crazy with it because you haven't bought it yet, but I think you get what I mean. But anyways, if you're enjoying this episode so far, go ahead and like that button, and don't forget that the mod collection and stuff is in the description below. And I'll be back in just a couple of minutes with some cinematics, and we'll talk for a bit, and then well, we say goodbye for then. But see you in a bit, guys. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching today. It's been a blast as always, and I really hope that you enjoyed how everything turned out. The next episode will be on Tuesday if everything goes as planned. And if you like this episode, you know what to do. Go ahead and press the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. And the mod collection and other stuffs as well are in the description below, so take a look there as well. But until the next time, I want you to take care of each other and be nice, and we'll see each other then. Bawambaa out.